I'm going to tell you something that will blow your mind. Hold on to your hats, everybody, because this is crazy. I mean, it's this 1,000-year-old prediction that says one day the richest people on earth, they will take their silver and their gold and they'll just throw it into the streets like garbage. Not because they have gone insane or lost their mind. No, it's because they have finally woken up. They'll realize, yes, that everything they own, it is completely worthless. You can't eat gold. You can't drink silver. And their riches, they can't save them from what is coming. And it isn't some old dusty myth that I'm talking about. No, the idea is more real now than ever because we're living in this super anxious time, aren't we? Someone asked people what doomsday they were most scared of. And the number one answer, it wasn't World War III or climate change. You want to know what it is? Well, come on, cousins, and let's pod about it. Oh, welcome to the funkiest show this side of the Pecos, baby. Who, me? I'm just your tour guide and your liaison for this journey that we call life. I'm Terry Patrick here on Word to the Wise with the exclamation point, dropping episode number 75 coming at you guys. Yes, in season 3. And the title is Silver and Gold Won't Matter. It won't matter at all. Think about it. If you had all the riches in the world, would that help you when the world has gone topsy-turvy? And I got a funny feeling we're going to be there sooner rather than later. Yes, it'll come down to either water or food or air. Those three things, water, food, and air, they're already tampering with the food. Yes, I've heard that they are going to get 300,000 metric tons of ground beef from an unknown, a mystery country, or several of them, but we don't know what they are. And also, the air is getting more and more polluted. Even talks of going back to coal, and just get pollution. So if you can't breathe and you can't eat, man, what's next? The water. So, what good would silver and gold do for you? I don't know. Hey, I know that I got my wisdom and my just wherewithal from two people that brought me into this world. So, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Pops and Fat Moms. Oh, yeah, they gave me the idea and the complete wisdom to say you got to read the tea leaves, so to speak. You got to look at the signs, And what if the actual definition of wealth is about to completely change? Think about it. See, this old prediction, it's a bunch of super smart people. They all agree. The moment is coming when money will become an illusion. And in that moment, your bank account, your gold bars, your cash, it won't matter. But something else will. There is one currency that will hold its value when everything else becomes worthless. And figuring out what that is, well, that's the best investment that you can ever make. Just think about what is the most important thing. Okay, then let's get into it. It's the insane prediction, and it comes from the book of Ezekiel, written over 2,500 years ago. See, this guy, he describes a city in total chaos, and we have cities that are there right now today, where society is completely just broken down. And he says this: they will fling their silver into the streets. Their gold will become abhorrent. It would be an ugly thing. Their silver and gold would not be able to deliver them. See, you don't have to be religious just to see how crazy that is. Imagine being so hungry and desperate that gold that you once loved makes you sick to just look at it. The book is called A Stumbling Block. It's the very thing that you trusted and you obsessed over it. It's become useless. It's nothing more than a rock that tricked you. Why would this happen? Well, it's simple. In a real crisis, things are only worth what we can actually use them for. Think about it. We all have to agree that gold is valuable, but that's just a belief. We just agree that it's valuable. And when everyone is starving and there is no food to buy, then that belief goes poof. You can't eat a belief. You can't use a gold coin to get you some clean water. You can't use a silver bar to fix a broken bone. Yeah, there is this one-time thing of the ancient writers. They all said the same thing. And the prophet Zephaniah said, neither their silver nor their gold will be able to deliver them. Proverbs 11:4 says, riches do not profit in the day of wrath. The message is repeated over and over again. Money is your friend when things are going good. Boy, but when your back is against the wall and things get real bad, it becomes completely powerless. Just think about that. If you are stumbling across the desert, dying of dehydration, probably had a heat stroke or two, and you stop sweating, you even don't have any moisture or water in your body enough to produce sweat, and you finally get to the end of the desert, and someone hands you a gold bar. Here, I see you struggling. I want water. No, I don't want a gold bar. I need water. What about water? What if you're drowning in it and you're struggling to get to the surface? And when you finally get to the surface, and you can see someone up there handing you a bag of silver. Here, save yourself. I don't want silver. I want air. Water, air, starvation. All you want is food. So if there is no food to buy and they're contaminating everything, and if you eat it, it's poisonous and it's going to affect your body, then it gets down to the basic essentials. We all had to agree that a diamond is worth more than granite or marble. It's a rock. It's a rock. It's become pressurized, yes. But so what? We have to agree that it has value. And same thing with paper money. They print it, and the paper itself is not worth $100, but if they put someone's picture and a number, a denomination on there, we agree that this $100 bill is worth more than this $10 bill. We all have to agree on that. But during a hyperinflation, this happened in Germany. And there were people who literally used money as wallpaper because it was cheaper than actual wallpaper. In Venezuela, people, they wove that worthless money into purses and they sold it to the tourists. During the siege of Jerusalem, the exact kind of thing Ezekiel was probably talking about, people were starving to death right next to a chest full of money. What good are these coins if they can't buy you bread? The ancient warning, that's not just about one day into the future, you guys. It's a lesson about what value really is. What do you value, cousins? It makes you ask, what do you own and what owns you? The people in that prediction, they weren't just throwing away money. They were throwing away the false sense of security. The gold wasn't the problem. The problem was they put 100% of their trust into the gold. And the idea didn't stop there. Centuries later, one brilliant mind came to the exact same conclusion. The stuff that we spend all our time counting and counting isn't always the stuff that actually counts. Think about the philosophical echo that you're starting to hear, right? So get this. One of the richest and most powerful men in history was a Roman emperor named Marcus Aurelius. He could have anything he wanted. And in his private journal, he didn't write about getting more gold. He wrote about being a good person, having self-control, building up his character. He was a part of a group called the Stoics, and they gave us this insane look at our own relationships with money. The answer is to look inward. Stop asking, what can I get? and start asking, who can I be? If you want better, do better. You want greatness, then seek it out, because the answer to the question is how you start building a type of wealth that no market crash can never touch. Because whenever we count on breaks, whatever we count on, it breaks. And the world keeps going. It just sets a new set of rules for us, and that the new world, your character is your credit. I'll say that again. Your character becomes your credit. So we got an ancient prediction, a timeless philosophy, all saying the same thing. The value of money depends on a stable society, right? What happens when there is no stability? It's all gone. We're getting closer to that now. You don't have to look far to see all the cracks. Today is being sacred of a collapse. It's coming. It's a fringe idea. It's mainstream fear. And like I said, a third of the people chose total chaos and economic collapse, but it's not your doomsday scenario. They see nonstop economic craziness and geopolitical chaos, and they feel like the whole system is teetering, is fragile, and modern money is literally called fiat currency. That means, it's value because the government said so. It's backed by government trust. And what happens when that trust can disappear overnight? Then hyperinflation it just erased the life savings of entire countries, turning people into millionaires who can't even afford a loaf of bread. And when the belief dies, the money dies. A lot of people see this coming and they buy gold and they buy silver. And for thousands of years, you've been a safe bet when currencies fall. I got the gold. And in a lot of situations, they'll probably be worth something. But after a collapse, maybe gold and silver could be used for a trade. But the prediction from Ezekiel and the wisdom of the Stoics, they point to a much bigger crisis, a situation where even gold and silver becomes useless. This isn't a financial crisis. It's a survival crisis, cousin. Imagine supply chains that bring food into the store, they're gone. Poof. Imagine the power grid goes down. We don't have any power, any lights, no energy for months. In that world, what's a gold coin going to do for you? Can you eat it? It's a great revaluation what's going to happen. And everything gets a new price tag based on one thing. Can it help me to survive right now? And if we can find one currency that really matters, it's not one thing, it's a bunch of assets that don't show up on your bank statement. The first and most important assets is knowledge and skills. What can you do? Seriously, think about it. What is your skill set? Being able to purify water is more than silver and gold if you're thirsty. Knowing how to grow some food and preserve it and cook it, that makes you insanely rich. Basic first aid, how to stop a bleed, how to treat an infection is priceless when 9/11 is coming. Skills like being a mechanic, a builder, a tailor, those who become the new economy. In a world with no infrastructure, the person who knows how to do stuff is the new millionaire. The person who can fix a generator. The person who knows how to deliver a baby is now a king. Second asset becomes community and trust. This is where leaders are born. The lone wolf survivor is a myth. When all the old leaders fail, new ones have to step up, and they don't get elected. No, people follow them because of the reputation they built before the crisis. Are you seen as fair? Do you help your neighbors? People watching right now before everything happens, before the collapse, they see who steps up. Just not for themselves, but in a post-collapse world, that's your credit. That's your real credit score. All real leaders is someone who organize and get people to work together because they earn that trust. Don't have it in the government, but you can have it in one person in your community. And greed, that gets left behind. Is being a pillar of your community that you support. That network is more powerful than a big old pile of gold. Trust becomes the new currency. And the third and final asset is resilience and adaptability. This is your mental toughness. It's the ability to be able to face a disaster without breaking down. It's the ability to be able to manage your fear. Think clearly when everyone else is panicking. That's why I dropped an episode a couple weeks ago. And I got to apologize. I've been on the road putting in work, California, Boston, New Jersey, all over the place, teaching leadership development. And I had an episode. It's called Fear and Phobias. How to be able to overcome and how to conquer those. Because when we have the chips that are down, the person who panics, the panicky person, they will not be chosen as the leader of the group. It's the creativity to be able to solve problems when you have nothing. If you are a leader today, and you don't need a title, you don't need money, you don't need silver and gold, because that won't matter. No, but if you are a leader, I don't care if it's in supply chain or retail or corporate America. I don't care if you lead a crew at McDonald's or Burger King. If you got leadership skills, that's a valuable asset. And it will be worth more than paper money when the system all goes kaput. You see, you can't control the storm, but you can learn how to build a better boat. And that boat is your mind. So when we say silver and gold won't matter, this is what we mean right here on Word to the Wise. And everything else becomes secondary. Yes, it becomes secondary, but we all still need money right today. That day has not come. So as of right now, we are looking at those who are hyper successful. I think the world, if we haven't have one already, we'll see a trillionaire. Why does someone need to be a trillionaire? Do they give? Do they give back? Do they have any philanthropy? Are they willing to help other people? And speaking of help, if you would like to give to this program, I would love your help as well. You can find me on Zelle at tpatrick8844@msn.com. And for those of you who are listening audio only, you can find me on Cash App at $Cat Daddy in the mix. Yeah, Word to the Wise podcast on Venmo. I do know that money has its place, doesn't it? Yeah, so we are the ones that put a claim on a system when that system seems to just break down. But when the system breaks, what are you left with? What's real? What can you do? Who can you trust? Who are you when everything is taken away? That is the true character. The true character of a man or a woman is what you do when your back is against the wall. And this is that one currency that holds its value. It's a three-part currency of capability, character, and community. Capability, your skills. What can you do? What problems can you solve? Character, your integrity. Are you someone people can trust? And then community, your network. The people you have bonds with. This is what the real currency will be. And it can't be inflated. It can't be crashed. It can't be stolen. If wealth is built inside of yourself, it can only grow the more that you use it. So this is the real security in this crazy world. See, we spend our entire lives collecting things, building a type of wealth that can disappear in a second. What if we spent half of that energy building the other wealth, the kind that actually lasts? So I got a challenge for you, cousins. Start by taking an inventory, not of your bank account, but of your skills. What can you do? Pick one practical skill this month. Learn to bake bread. Learn to take first aid or some life-saving courses. Figure out how to fix a faucet. Think about your community. Who out there can you really count on? Is it you? And more importantly, can people count on you as a neighbor? Go help a neighbor this week. Build that connection. It's time to build community before you need it. This isn't about being scared, and it's not about being powerful either. It's about changing your focus from the things that break to the things that last, from the outside to the inside. Now, that image of people throwing gold into the street, that's insane, right? The moment that we realize our survival depends not on what we have, but what we can offer each other. What do you have to offer? I'm asking you, cousins, think about it. I want you to just take a moment and really think about, what is it that you can offer? Do you think you have one skill set that can be used when the chips are down and your back is against the wall, man, and when the rubber meets the road? If your skill set is, I take good selfies, that ain't going to feed nobody. It's not going to help someone when they're hurt. No. Learn how to do something that is practical. That's what true leadership development and leadership is all about. It's about giving someone something that they could use, that is something that is feasible. That's why you shouldn't provide answers for everybody every single time, even when you know the answer. You know what the answer is, but I don't want to just give you a fish sandwich. I want to teach you how to fish so you could be able to feed yourself. Are you a fisherman? Yes. Do you know how to prepare a cattle and make it into edible steaks and ground beef and everything else? Yes. Are you a cook? Could you cook over an open fire? What if there was no gas and no electricity? Could you take pieces of wood and a pot and be able to put together a stew with some vegetables and what very little meat that we do have? Do you know how to purify air? These are the top three: air, water, and food. It won't be silver and gold in the end. No, it won't be, cousins. No, it won't. And those people who are getting these major tax breaks so that a multi-billionaire with 20 billion can be able to acquire 21 billion. Well, in the end times, and when we are heading that way rapidly, I thought I'd never see it in my lifetime, but we're seeing it, aren't we? Aren't you seeing it? An attack on education, and an attack on skill set. I remember when I was in high school, man, we had something called home economics. Yeah, it taught you how to sew, how to make your own clothes. It taught you how to cook, how to clean. We also had a metal shop. Taught you how to make things out of metal, how to weld. You learned those skills before you even got out of high school. Wood shop. Can you take wood and be able to build something? Could you make yourself a shelter to keep the rain and the elements off of you? Because if your skill set is arguing with people and just being a bad neighbor, that's what you're great at, of just carrying hostility, anger, and angst in your heart, it won't be feasible. The community won't need that. They won't need that at all. And they won't need somebody with a pocket full of money. What are you going to give me money? There's nothing to buy. It'll be the barter system. We all had to agree that money and gold and diamonds and silver, it had a elevated value. But now they become rocks and paper. They will have no value at all. Invest in yourself. You got a week. You don't know what day is tomorrow, what tomorrow will bring. Don't worry about it. All you got to do, cousins, is just worry about today. Yeah, because tomorrow has problems of its own. Don't worry about that whatsoever. Yes. It's rough out there, ain't it? Yeah, it's a jungle out there, cousins. But I got your back like vertebrae. Oh, yeah. I'll be out there swinging like Tarzan. Yeah, old cousin Terry is out here doing it here on Word to the Wise, and I'm just going to give it to you how you should get it. Yes, with no frills. We give it to you raw and uncut, right from the holster. So I want you guys to, call to action. Get out there and learn a new skill. Ease.
I hope you like the podcast and you really like the podcast.
Come on, be serious.
And you really like my podcast. Like and subscribe.